Hello, everybody. This is Pete from PA Labs. And what I want to kick off is the detail nitty gritty kind of stuff on this RPG style map maker. And what I want to look at is the completely redesigned TileSet database structure, and maybe we can even get to some of the code. Initially, this was merely a two-table structure with a header, and then I stuck all the images of these things into a single sheet. Very non-normalized, and I figured I would pay a price, but at some point, and well, it hit a little sooner than I thought. So this is the redesigned. It's a fully normalized database. If you scan the fields, no field is duplicated. Um, the name on tile sheet is the actual sheet name, the basic A, but it also includes if there's an A2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, they're all put into the type A sheet. The name on the sheet ID is the actual physical name of the image itself. So what we have, and I want to run through the tables here. So at the top, we have a sheet table, a tile sheet. The tile sheet has the name of the initial file that we loaded, which would be the basic A1 or world A1 or FSM, whatever. Uh, and then it has a set image, and that particular set image is the 6 wide by however tall, okay, however many images are in there. So that's the one you see on the left of the map maker screen. Okay, for each tile set, we have many tile sheet images. Now, a tile sheet image is the representative image of the set of tiles of a single image. And I know that sounds bizarre, but I'll explain it as we move on. So this has that representative image, which normally is the image one. The image in the upper left corner of the set of images that are the image. Okay. And it has a name, and we carry whether it's blocked or not there. Next, we have the tile image. Now, the tile image has no image. That's just kind of a many to many sort of relationship kind of animal. What he has, and he is pretty much, each of these images here tie back to the image type ID collection. And let me get that out of the way, and I'll show you what that is. The image type here, this is the group of images that make up an A image for the game. Okay, uh, so each of these can have more than one individual image itself. Okay, so you have one image. He has up to 12, really, or 11 image types, which is image one, image two, the upper right, the upper middle, the upper left, yada, 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 in the vortex. And each one of those can have a set of images that makes up that one image. Now, the reason for this is the stop and run button, okay? This is where the frames are built, and that's why I had to go to this phenomenal detail. So what I want to do is give you some examples of this. because I know this gets a bit confusing. Let's go with the tile sheet A1. This is the one of the beasts of the RPG style image sheets. Okay, so if you looked at the A1 sheet, and this is the world A1, there are 4 tiles tall. So this group of 3 is 1 tile. This group of 3 makes up 1 tile. This group of 3 makes up 1 tile. And this group of 3 makes up 1 tile. So it is 4 tall. Now, there happens to be 8 individual tiles. If you go across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, but in reality, you have 2 3 sets of tiles and 2 standard. So this set of 3 is 1 tile. This is a lone tile in the middle. This set of 3 is 1 tile, and this guy is a lone set of 1. So technically, it's 2 across, or 4 across and 4 down. All right. But they've made it even more complex because down here, these bottom 4 single guys are actually 6 tiles that you're supposed to spin through to make the effect of the water falling or the whirlpool whirling, that kind of thing. Okay? So if you put this tile sheet into my structure, in tile sheet A, you will have 1 sheet, the A sheet, and then we will have sheet images. So if you count up all of these, that's a 4 by 4. We have 16 records in sheet image. So now we get to the killer. So the tile image, image type tile guy, he has all 12 of these types right here in these images. Okay. So if let's look at just this top one here, top left corner. The top 2 squares are 48 by 48. That's image 1 and image 2. The next 4, if you're going by 48 count, 48 by 48 and 48 by 48 make up this 96 at the bottom gets divided into 9 32 by 32 tiles. So you have the upper corner, upper left corner, you have the center top, and you have the upper right corner. Then you have the middle left, the middle center, the middle right, the bottom left, the bottom center, and the bottom right. So each of these 16 tiles has all 11 of those tiles. Now, we have to add to that these, there was 8. Okay, so I have a math error here too. Okay, so these 4 at the top are done as standard, as if they're just one of these guys here, is how I'm doing them. So each of these guys have 11 tiles. So that would be 4 times 11. And then these 4 down here, those are the ones I missed in the calculation. These 4 down here, I call vortex because you have the image 1 and image 2, and then you got 4 images down here that make up the spinny type thing, whatever it is. Okay. And I think actually I put all 6 of them into the spinny thing. So that may end up needing to be tweaked. So you have the 6 times 4 plus we have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I did do it right. So that's 9, 10, and 11, and 12. So we have 12 of these individually defined tiles in the image tile image table. Now, once we get all of that, we then get the individual pieces of tile that are saved. Everything is saved. I think at 48 by 48 in the database. So you would have 12 tiles for this guy. The 9 down here, 10, I guess 11 tiles for this one tile. But since we have 3 of them, you're going to have 33 tiles for, or you're going to have 3 tiles for all 11 of the positions that make up the group in here. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of squirrely. So the math goes kind of crazy, and you end up down here with close to 300 images out of this set here. Now, this is the really bad, confusing one, and I'm still not 100% that I got it right. So let's jump to one that's a lot simpler. This is the B1 sheet. It is a straight 16 by 16 grid, 48 by 48 tiles. Okay, so all we have is the B sheet 1. We have 16 by 16 or 256 sheet images. And then for each of those images, we have 2 tile images records. That's for image 1 and image 2. There's none of this right, left, top, blah, blah, blah. And then, so that's 512 records. And then for the tile images, it's a one-to-one relationship. Each of these only has one picture. Okay, so that is how the tile structure is broken out. Okay, now what I did initially, where did I put it? Right here. What I did initially was a notepad sheet and said, okay, how do I normalize this? And kind of came down and wrote out a cheat sheet of the hierarchy of these 4 tables, and then had to make the code do this to those tiles. Believe it or not, there's even a more confusing aspect to the A1 specific sheet because they're not numbered. If you look at the names, this is name 1, this group of 3. This is name 2, the one below it. Then it goes 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, I believe. Okay, so naming is crazy. I actually wrote a single section of code for each of the, what is that, 12, 16 tiles or whatever it is that make this up. Each group has its own specific set of code to manage that. But this is what I meant when I was saying that this is a fully normalized table. So I figure that probably makes this as clear as peanut butter, according to Yukon Cornelius. And that's about as good as I can explain this from my knowledge of how this works. So I want to thank you all for watching and staying tuned for the next video.